Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Tuesday morning, the first day of October 2024. This is the morning briefing coming to you from the home weather office, and as I look out the window, not a cloud to be found. It is a very comfortable morning, but it is going to be a hot afternoon. Yes, it is October, but we are going to feel some summer heat this afternoon and probably for the next couple of afternoons with temperatures at or above 100 degrees throughout much of the valley. The record high for downtown Sacramento today is 101. Tomorrow it's 102. We'll be at or slightly above those numbers over the next couple of days. So we're going to have a look at see just how long this heat's going to last and when we might see a bit of a change. So we'll start with the satellite this morning. Clear skies throughout the area. As you can see, there does appear as though there's a bit of maybe some smoke and haze. You can see that area right there. That's some smoke. We had the big fires going on in Southern California, but the thing that you should look at this morning here is, well, a couple of things. First, there's no marine layer along the coast here. The marine layer is well down to the south, although it's a little bit farther north than yesterday. That'll have no impact for us. But look at the way the clouds are moving. Look down here over Arizona. You see the clouds are moving in this direction. So you have this sort of flow going here. And even that bit of smoke, it's moving off the coast. So it's moving from east to west. And if you go up here, you can see the clouds are generally moving from west to east. So what we have going on here is this big high is over our area, and the circulation around a high goes this way and then this way. And this is how we have this offshore flow aloft, as well as, in some cases, along the surface to help to promote very warm weather. And that's that's the key that you should look at here on the satellite, is that if you look at this, where the main storm track is way off to our north. And instead, we have this east and southeasterly flow that if the monsoon was going over Arizona, we could see thunderstorms, but that's not happening right now. So the other thing, of course, we look at is the wind. And this is the wind as depicted by the CanSAC this afternoon around 5 o'clock. Very, very light winds. There have been some light north winds over the last couple of days, and there'll probably be a north wind around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, it's interesting because up here in the Redding area and a little bit to the north, PG&E has done some power shutoffs. You got to keep in mind that this is the worst part of the fire season. The fuels are the driest. We're expecting temperatures over 100 degrees, very low humidity. But it's interesting that the PG&E is doing power shutoffs because the winds really are not all that strong. But I think in their case, it's probably better safe than sorry. And then we'll go into the day on Wednesday, and you'll see the same thing. The winds are very, very light on the west side of the valley and through the Sacramento area. A light onshore breeze, a bit breezier in the Sierra, really having no impact on the temperatures. And then as we head into the day on Thursday, here too, we really won't see much of a change. Maybe a bit more of an onshore flow. Still windy on the east side of the Sierra in the afternoon, with that flow now going all the way up the valley from the south. So we get rid of the north winds. So that's why Wednesday will likely be the hottest day, but Thursday probably not too far behind. So let me show you what the HRRR is showing for temperatures this afternoon. So this is a snapshot of just one model showing you what we're expecting around 5 o'clock this afternoon. And as you can see, as I scroll over this up and down the valley, you see temperatures 99, 101, 102, 103. You will see the hottest weather around areas like Marysville and Chico and Redding, somewhat cooler into Solano County, but around the Sacramento area and toward Rockland, Folsom, probably around 101, 102. But it's really interesting just how much it cools off at night at this time of year. Let me head up to early tomorrow morning. And as you can see, as I scroll over this, it takes a second to catch back up. Come on, you can do it. Why? There we go. No, it's still not doing it for me. This should be showing these temperatures that are in the 60s and 50s and 60s, where the foothills will stay warmer. See, there you go. So the foothills are still in the 70s, the valley's down in the 50s and 60s. So the valley sees really nice cooling at night, but the foothills, not so much, a classic inversion. So that's tomorrow morning. And then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, it really heats up. This is probably going to be the hottest day. Let me see if I can get the mouse to reset. Yeah, there we go. So as I scroll over this, you can see 102, 103, 104. And so we're probably going to be seeing temperatures near record highs during the day on Wednesday. So let's take a look at the overall pattern here with the 500 millibar chart. And so if you look here, the flow up around 18,000 feet, and I showed you on the satellite, here we have this flow from the west, and there it is here. And then down here we have the flow from the east. So that's that flow that I was talking about that you could see on the satellite, and there it is depicted on a 500 millibar chart. So we keep that sort of pattern around as we head into the day on Wednesday. This big high just kind of sitting overhead, the same sort of thing, the storm track to the north. We have the light easterly flow, but really very light winds. And so it really isn't until the day on Friday that the flow turns more southwesterly, bringing temperatures down then. But we still don't see anything in the way of cool weather. The average daytime high for this time of year is 86, and even with that cooler flow, we're not going to really see much of that. Now we're up to next Monday, and we still have this kind of flat ridge over the area, and while it won't be as hot as what we'll see the next couple of days, there's still plenty going on here in terms of heat. We could see some of the models are starting to depict maybe some chances of rain toward the middle of the month, as you can see here. But this is also picking up the remnants of a tropical storm down here. So all of this is around the 12th to the 15th. We'll see how that plays out. But, that's coming up on 2 weeks away. And it is the time of year so it's October. And October, as I mentioned yesterday, is the month where we go from hotter weather in the beginning of the month, quite often 90s, and this year maybe hundreds. But by the end of the month, we always see a dramatic drop-off. Sometime, I don't know, maybe around the 20th, 25th, somewhere in there, we'll all of a sudden see daytime highs in the mid-80s to highs around 70, and then maybe a high of 65 with a chance of rain someday. It's funny how often that happens, how we see that dramatic change. So for people like me and for people in the weather office, what they're going to be doing now every day, come in looking at that 500 millibar chart and saying, is it going to rain? Is it going to rain? Is it going to rain? So that's what we start looking at now that we are into October. Now's the time of year we start looking for chances of rain. Don't see any of that for the next 10 days, but we'll see how that goes and how the models depict things that may be happening toward the middle of the month. In the meantime, another couple of hot days coming up. Make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.